Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Next, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor Camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on sincerity and the truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. I have another article right here from Zero Hedge. Alright, getting right into it. Russia starts full-scale production of hypersonic missiles that can evade Western defenses. All right, and this has been the spirit that the enemies, all right, the adversaries of America, all right, the main two being Russia and China. All right, you also have other ones like Iran, North Korea, but the two main ones, the two main threats, all right, to America concerning these other nations and their armies is Russia and China. Okay, and the Lord has put the spirit of them to really amp up, their missile programs. All right, to fulfill biblical prophecy, man. All right, we're ever so close, man. All right, you had just the other week, China said that they tested their hypersonic missiles and it went all the way around the world. And the United States didn't have anything to fight against it, man. All right, because when this place right here, man, when it's allotted, all right, in the time span in which the Lord wants everything to go down, all right, being World War III, one of the last major prophecies before this place is completely, wiped off the face of the earth. All right, you're gonna have a third world war, okay, and it's gonna be fought. This time, all right, as the scriptures say, not with, how things were fought up until this point. All right, it's going to be with burning and fuel of fire, as the scriptures say, and Lord willing, I grab that. All right, but man, all right, with everything else going on right now, all right, the Lord is showing us. He's showing us, man. All right, if you can see it, he's showing us that, the end is near, man. Okay, but it says Russia announced on Saturday that it will begin full-scale production of its 6,670 mile per hour Zircon hypersonic missile. All right, and that's several times the speed of sound, which the speed of sound is about 800 miles an hour. So it's already breaking the sound barrier. It says which they claim can evade all Western defenses. And when they say Western defenses, they're meaning NATO and the EU, right? Those European nations, but also America, Babylon the Great, man, is his main target. Why? Because they want to assert world dominance. So does China. Okay, they're imagining that vain thing, as it says in Psalm chapter 2. They think that they're next to rule. So the Lord has fully put it in their spirit to feel like they got a chance, man. All right, that just shows and further proves that Yahweh is a man of war, man. Okay, he deals with the minds of these different kings of these nations. All right, and he's putting the spirit on them to, as far as their technological advancements concerning their military programs, man. But continuing on, it says, which they claim can evade all Western defense systems, according to state-sponsored TASS, the news agency. It says the unstoppable weapon has been ordered to be manufactured at the top secret Rutovo plant near Moscow, even before trials have been completed, following several recent successful tests of the Mach 9 munition, the most recent being on November 18th. Serial production of Zircon missiles is underway at MPO. I'm not going to even attempt to say that. It says, although state trials of this product surface launches will continue, according to an anonymous source. So, Russian state news wants the world to know that they're kicking it up a notch, ahead of schedule, while a weapon that they claim will render all the NATO border defenses completely useless. Look how man, Russia, they doing the damn thing, man. All right. And once again, this is all the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the spirit of prophecy, man. All right. That Russia is doing this at this point in time. They're saying they're getting some shit together that's going to render, all right, NATO's defenses useless, man. and actually, that is what's going to happen, man. All right. Prophecy. That's prophecy. It says, according to the report, Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered the missile to be deployed next year by the Russian Navy, saying that it is truly unparalleled in the world. Okay. Which, Lord willing, they are just, they just shoot them. All right. Not just testing them, but shoot them. All right. Shoot them on America, Babylon the Great. Shoot them on these other Edomite nations, man. All right. It says the Zircon reported Putin's weapons of choice to wipe out American cities in the event of a nuclear war. This is what they're speaking about, man. All these damn dumbass Americans are worried about some damn Christmas, man. Russia, all right, as well as China and these other nations that hey, the Lord put it in their spirit to hate America, right, and want to destroy it. This is how they're talking. This is how Putin is talking, man. This is how these nations, the kings of these nations, are speaking. Right? Once again, it says the Zircon reportedly Putin's weapon of choice to wipe out American cities in the event of a nuclear war was successfully fired from a submarine for the first time in October. It's designed to strike both sea and ground targets, according to TASS or TASS. It has a range of more than 625 miles. It says, news of the hypersonic missile comes as the UK Army announced that it would beef up its permanent presence of troops and hardware in Germany, despite drawing down their forces a year ago, according to the Sunday Times. On Friday, U.S. State Department official Karen Donfried expressed concerns over large and unusual Russian troop movements near the border with Ukraine. That's another thing. All right, they're planning on invading Ukraine, as well as China wants to invade Taiwan, and those could be major moving pieces to start bringing this all together. All right, it says NATO foreign ministries will next week discuss options for dealing with the perceived Russian threat amid claims by Ukrainian president of Moscow's backing for a plot to overthrow him, a claim that Kremlin has denied. Other flashpoints relate to Russian gas supplies to Europe during the winter amidst shortage fears, and Moscow's ally Belarus encouraging a flood of migrants to break into the EU. It says the Zircon will be deployed on Russian frigates and later on submarines. Let's keep going. It says, according to the recent announcement, more tests of the Zircon system will proceed in 2024 or 2025. And, Lord willing, all right, we don't got that long. But it says, despite the decision to begin manufacturing immediately, it says they will be carried out from Project 885M submarine perm that would differ from its predecessors by a slightly modified design, said one of the source from the Ministry of Defense. If the submarine is not ready for the Zircon test launches in 2024, they will be resumed in the first half of 2025. And, that's just being vain. All right. But you heard some of the points that they were saying, man. All right. They're working on this missile that's going to, render Western defenses, useless, man. All right. They're thinking about completely annihilating, all right, not only these Western nations and as far as Western Europe, but mainly here in Babylon the Great. All right. And who put that technology in them, all right, to create this? Let's get this. Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. All right, and ultimately that waster is going into those nuclear missiles, man. those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right, which currently these nations are developing. All right, because like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the first two world wars, you know, and really all the wars before that, all right, were fought in a particular manner. All right, but this is going to be fought differently. All right, let's see what the scriptures say about how this next world war is going to be fought. All right, because World War III is coming, and it's closer than ever, man. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this, all right, this war that we're about to approach, all right, this war that's being ready as we speak. It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And what kind of fire is that, man? All right, what is that fire going to be able to do? Because the scriptures speak about these missiles, man. All right, that instrument that is the waster to destroy. And let's see what it can do. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite. All right, it says Yahweh the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All right, this is going to be the plague. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? So what can cause that? What's going to cause, all right, people's eyes to consume away in their holes, man? Okay? People's tongues consuming away in their mouth. People's flesh consuming as they stand upon their feet. What can cause that? All right, when you think about Terminator, I believe the second one. All right, what's her name? Sarah Connor. All right, they have that part. All right, where a damn nuke went off, man, and she was standing on her feet and got fucking melted. All right, that's that fire, man. That's that waster that's being created to destroy those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right, and Russia is developing them. All right, as well as China. And that just shows that the Lord is the man of war. Let's grab that. Right to the point. Exodus 15:3, it says Yahweh. All right, because when it says Lord there in all caps, it's the Most High. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Okay, so the Lord. All right, you also read that his name is the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. All right, because so the Lord is very much, all right, dealing with war, man. All right, and the Lord is actually gathering these nations. All right, he's gathering these nations. He's you know, he's putting it in their spirit, as I mentioned before, to build up their nuclear arsenal. All right, and they're doing it for the sake of Israel, man, as it goes into in the first part of this chapter. But I want to go down to and start at verse 9. Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? These other nations, the natural Gentiles. It says, prepare war. All right, not peace, but war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Okay, so your plowshares, the Lord is commanding these nations to beat their plowshares, all right, instruments used for agriculture, into swords, weapons of war, and your pruning hooks into spears. So the money that they would use into going into agriculture, all right, the Lord is making them build up their nuclear arsenal, man. Even Pakistan has fucking missiles, man. Even India is developing missiles. All right, and this is all gearing up for that great and terrible day of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, where the Lord said, hey, the heavens are going to pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What can melt elements? Once again, these missiles, right? And we don't care if you don't fucking believe, man. All right, if you don't believe, hey, you gonna be a part of that damn nuclear fire, man. All right, you gonna be doing the fucking shimmy, all right, in that nuclear fire, man. Let's see if you believe in. Anyway, it says verse 11, or actually verse 10 again. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right, because before, All right, America became that superpower, and they've had that stronghold on the world to fulfill prophecy. But now these other nations are basically saying, man, they're seeing the weakness in America, and they're seeing an opportunity to have a shift in who's the world superpower. But see, where Russia and China fail to realize that the Lord is using them. All right, he's using them, he's building them up so they can destroy America. All right, but there's going to be another invasion. Yahushua and the holy host of heaven, all right, are going to invade this place, man. And all the nations are going to be subject under the nation of Israel. That's why Yahushua, you read in Revelations, it says on his head set many crowns, because he's coming to take all of these kingdoms of this world down. So it says, verse 11, it says, assemble you yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Right, these other nations. The Lord does not care about the other nations. And gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Yahushaphat. All right, the Lord's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is gathering these nations into the Middle East. Okay, because that's where the valley of Yahushaphat is. All right, and he's going to judge them there. Okay. Verse 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflows, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Hey, he knows when those missiles get shot off, man, best believe they're going to block out the sun. If you ever see those missile tests, you'll see it gets real dark, and imagine 200 million, because that's what the scriptures say is going to be shot upon Babylon the Great, 200 million ICBM, all right, missiles, man, all right, or warheads, And actually, let me grab another scripture on that just came to mind. This is Revelation chapter 9. And I'll start at verse 15. It says, and the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And this isn't just, any army of horsemen, man. Okay, and it's going to explain verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. All right, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Okay, it says by these there three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. And hey, the Lord is coming to make Esau desolate. It says, verse 19, for their power is in their mouth. All right, that those warheads, man. And in their tails, for the tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt, because that's what those missiles are going to do, man. We just read in Zechariah, I believe, their flesh shall consume away as they stand upon their feet. That's that hurt that's speaking about, But if you see those missiles, that's what's being described. All right, John the Revelator, the Apostle John explained it in the way that he could, man. He never saw anything like that before. Okay, but now seeing these them run these tests, man, that's exactly what it is. Okay, let's grab this. Because Russia is going to play a major part in the destruction of Babylon the Great. Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. All right, and that's going into, all right, that land is called Russia today. It says, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee. See, the Lord is against, all right, the Russians, but he's using them. It says, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So the Lord is putting the hooks into the jaws of Gog and Magog, putting the hooks in the jaws of Russia. Like the article I just brought out, man. All right, they're building up their army and their hypersonic missiles to render, all right, the Western, all right, Nato and the EU and America, all right, to render their defenses useless, man, to utterly annihilate and destroy it. All right, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, so they're going to have allies. All right, but that's what's being geared up, man. All right, prophecy is playing out before our eyes. All right, and they ain't got till 2025, man. Lord willing, things are moving fast. The Lord is speeding everything up. All right, so, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the whole flow. Till next time, shalom.